Well, my name's DJ, and I'm from Zambia. That's in South Central Africa. I was pretty much a complete mess before Jesus came into my life, and I let him stay there. You know, I was raised pretty much in the church. My mom was a Christian, and so basically my salvation was in and out. I was living off of my mother's faith and not my own. I was an alcoholic. I watched porn. I smoked tons and tons of weed. And I was a very, very reckless person, very reckless. First thing wrong, somebody would say, I'm in a fight. You know, that's just the type of person I was. And it wasn't until I met my wife that I totally dedicated my life to God and said, okay, this is it, I'm not gonna go back. Me and my wife moved to Long Beach, and we were praying, said, Lord, show us where you want us to go in fellowship. And so we went on a Sunday morning, because we used to go to church on a Saturday. So Sunday morning we went out to work out at Bigsby Park. And we see this church here, and Peyton was preaching. And the day before that, me and my brother was telling me about this one pastor guy who swindled a whole bunch of people for a whole bunch of money and dipped, you know? So I'm like, okay, if this guy is one of those guys and he wants to steal money from these poor people in this park, I'm gonna go punch him in the face, you know? And so I told Jane, I said, you go run around the park, I'm gonna sit right here. And I sat by the restrooms. And you know, if you remember those restrooms, I sat over there. And I'm listening to Peyton. I still remember what he preached. He preached on agendas, you know? Like we should be part of God's agenda, not our own agenda. So everything that was said, I said, okay, I'll agree with that, you know? So, okay. And then Tim Snyder comes by, and he looks at me, and he just smiles, and he said, he's good, isn't he? And I look at him, I said, we'll see, you know? I thought he was talking about Peyton, you know? Weeks later, Tim Snyder tells me, I was actually talking about God, brother. But you were too full of yourself to realize that. When I came to Refuge, I just wanted to find problems with the church because that's all I saw, you know? And I said, oh man, but you know what? Why am I always like this? I want to pick problems, and I realized it was stuff God needed to deal with me. There was things in my life that God needed to filter out. My pride, my arrogance, you know, my attitude. One time, I don't remember who said it, somebody said, you know, if you're okay with where you're at, with your walk and your relationship with Christ, I think there's something wrong. If you're not trying to grow in Christ, I think there's something wrong, man. I tell Mike all the time, I tell Pastor Mike all the time, I says, you know, I'm tired of myself. I'm done. I'm done. No more of me. I just want God. That's it. That's it. I want him to do what he wants to do, however he wants to do it.